Welcome to me and my stream. Today we're going to look at the second and final part of chapter 22. Me and myself. The end of last stream, evil Fuhua turned even more evil, I guess. Is how that could be said. So let's find out how evil she can get. Doesn't seem to be any cutscenes between the stages today, and it doesn't seem like a lot to do at all. Like, we have 3 stages and 2 extra stages. So to get warmed up, let's do the daily trials. Because those also have changed with the change into the second part. The new gimmick is no longer Akaros, but the volatile core, which is an unstable energy, will burst periodically to deal damage. Evade the impact zone timely to convert the energy into a black hole, gathering and damaging enemies. This gimmick is a lot easier and simpler than the other one. But also quite dangerous if the black hole or the impact zone hits you instead of the enemies. And instead of using Pressure of Reason, this time we're getting a free Asher of Void to use. So that's fun. She doesn't get nearly enough playtime on my game anyways, because I don't have her. Changeability of changes. Must be a strange dream. Mostly I've decided to do this warm-up stage first, so that the game can have some warm-up, because I didn't have the time to do any stages prior to starting the stream today. And it usually takes one fight to get some lag out of the game. So these red fields are the impact zones. They try to spawn on me, so I have to dodge away from them to turn them on the enemies. Yes, use the barrels to warm up the game. That usually works. Some memes will never die. And there dies Asher of the Void. That's a good reason why I don't have her, because I do not like how she plays. I don't think I had a longer fight on the stream than the barrels won. Yeah, that makes sense. Because normally battles in Honkai and Back don't take too long, I guess. And usually there is no real difficulties outside of events. Like, I don't think we had any or very few battles in story mode that I could not beat on the first try. Anyways, speaking of story mode, let's get started. Sure, download CG. Let's quickly check if there are files in the usual place, but I checked before the stream and there were none, and last time it also just worked. I am getting fed up with this part of the game. Yes, there are CGs to unpack. Let's unpack the CGs before starting the stage. Doo-doo-doo. Windows noises. They are being made repetitively. Repeatedly. Is the correct tense of that word to be used. Yes, unpack all of them. No, do not ask me again. Yes, delete the archives. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Ding! That was a good part of the song to come back in on. The sounds of CGs are the sounds of unpacking .rar files. Hello, Cadet Avoka. We are now going to do story. Me! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Used specifically after an interjection or exclamation to indicate forceful utterance or strong feeling. I think it was only during my replay of Chapter 1 last time that I realized that the actual stage names are now here, and I don't know why they aren't here anymore. Choices were made by the game, I guess. We are Ranger Kiana. That was a cool pose from the Herrscher of Sentience. Also, this is a cool arena. I feel like this is the second cool one-on-one human-on-human boss fight I have done in 2 days in a row. But this one might actually be cooler. Wonder if she also has 3 phases.
自信があるみたいだね。なら私を見つけられる？これが私？全然違うでしょ。いいでしょう。私は公平を重んじるタイプ。あなたが槍を使うなら私も使わせてもらう。心からこれは槍じゃない。
Well, there are multiple paces. More spice.
真面目に探してくれる？私のことがわからないの？
Not good at finding the true Hesher, it seems. Speaking of fights that can actually be lost, I feel like this one is one of those. If I wasn't careful. As long as you don't throw a whale at me, I don't mind. Because that's probably the only thing I'm unable to dodge. Oh hey, I got the real one. That's more luck than anything. But I don't mind. I didn't dodge that. Also didn't deflect that. these things don't seem to do nearly as much damage as they should. Although she is getting pretty angry. I feel like I'm doing the last one wrong, which is why it's making me repeat them. Yep, sure did.
少しは落ち着いたかな、キアナ。ほら、これが私とあなたの実力の差なの。あなたは私に勝てない。勝てないんだ。
Yeah, I feel like there were some sounds missing during that cutscene. Also, fighting the whip now, huh? I'm glad they divided this into 3 stages, but it's a bit sad because if it was one fight, and they could have had my health carry over between the phases and made this a bit harder. Aichan, I don't want to talk right now. Actually, I'm glad that my health did not carry over. I'll take that back. I think I'll appreciate the fact that I can start at this part if I die. If I die. I guess I can't die. Aichan wants to say a lot of things to me.
忠告するよ。全文明の誘導戦士の怒り。
そうだね。でもここは現実じゃない。あんたの意識空間だ。
だから私に勝てる隙があるとでも？寝言は寝てから言いなさい。
That's a lot of force.
私が守る。
諦めてない。
それは私が手加減したから。死なせないから。退屈だよ。
I'm sure there will be a mode somewhere where I need to fight her without dying. Unless it's gonna be the extra stages. I'm assuming we skipped me with just 2 exclamation marks. Also that Aichan was my cadet trying to talk to me during the battle. Today is going to go really fast, because we already did all the stages. We might be doing some character lore after this, because don't want to have a too short stream.
提安娜，控制你的力量，回忆起我教你的。神者，变化之极，妙万物之为本，不可以行劫者也。太虚剑气，神韵。怎么可能输给这家伙？班长从来不是失败者。谢谢你，提安娜。绿者就交给我了。幻境即将解除，你回去吧。这一次大概是永别了。
等一下，班长，应该还有其他办法。
或许吧，但这是我的使命。
够了，又是这样，用牺牲换来所谓的胜利，无法接受。把班长还给我。
赤焰仙人，我没有说谎。
我经历了太多的背叛和欺骗。
班长，我绝对不会欺骗你。
丽雪只能陪你到这儿了，信任我的人也都被我殃及。
我很强大，不用担心殃及到我。
无论怎么努力，都挡不住岁月的流逝。最后，我还是孤单一人。
我不会让你孤单一生的。
提安娜，你怎么会在这儿？如果封印被破坏的话，
作死的！那我就再打爆他一次！想从我身边逃走，门儿都没有！
That quite a bit of meaning. Yes.
おかしい。 なぜ私は負けたの？力も速度も、精神力も胆力も、私の方がずっと上なのに。私が律者だから、失敗するのも運命なの？気づいたんですね。当然。いくら自分を騙そうとも、力を全部使った時に、いや、もっと前から。気づくべきでした。でも認めたくなかった。私は意識を操る律者。何かを否定するなんてたやすいことでしょ？たやすいはずだった。結局最後までなりたかった人は私じゃない。倒したい相手こそ私だった。私は周りを嘲笑ってきたのに。結局私が一番のピエロでした。この世界に公平なんてない。そうでしょう。律者に生まれたのはあなたのせいではありません。崩壊の意識はずっとあなたの心の中であなたを染めようとしていました。しかし、あなたが屈することは一度もありませんでした。私もそこにいたからわかるんです。あなたが邪悪の化身、崩壊の傀儡でないことを知っています。私はこの体を捨て、あなたはその中から生まれました。この体はあなたのものですが、今はまだ渡せません。ごめんなさい。私を必要とする者がまだいるんです。やるべきこともまだ残っています。あなたの精神はもうボロボロだってこと知ってるでしょ？もし私が死んだら、あなたも死にますよ。ええ、知っています。崩壊の意識がまだ私たちを見ていることも知ってますよね。今のあなたが体の主導権を握ったとしても、崩壊の侵食に抵抗できます？律者の力に耐えられます？全力で抗ってみせます。だから、力を貸してほしいんです。ありえない！力を貸してほしい？バカじゃないですか！貸すわけがない。死ねばいいんです。同じ体を共有する？考えるだけでも虫唾が走る。私は負けた。あなたこそが不可。私は誰でもない。もう二度と会うことはありません。さようなら。私はここを去ります。止めることなどできません。どこに行くんですか？あなたには関係ないでしょ。私がどこに行こうが私の自由です。私は意識の律者ですからね。二度と出会うことがないよう、せいぜい祈っておいた方がいいですよ。ありがとう。あなたのためじゃありません。何かしたいならすればいい。私とあなたはもう何の関係もない。じゃあね。体がなければ、崩壊の侵食はますます苛烈を極めますよ。 全力で対抗します。たとえ負けたとしても、私に勝てる人がいると、私は知ってますか？それじゃあ。
Meanwhile, seems all's well that ends well. Aside for the Hush of Sentience, I guess. Kiana managed, I guess, to break the cycle of everlasting pain that is this game by saving a character from ultimately sacrificing themselves to beat a Herrscher. Couldn't do that for Himeko, but can do that for Fuhua. Who knows where the story will go from here? Twisted Fate. It is easier to know someone else than yourself. One ultimate, 125 hit combo. I'm assuming we are gonna fight Fuhua again. Also, I wonder if anyone caught the final Evangelion reference in that anime music video. As you called it. Also, we are not fighting the Herrscher. Both sad and happy. Yes, indeed. Get me out from Zerul. Or however you say that. Is this a Herrscher? No, we're never gonna fight her again. We are never gonna fight her again. I forgot to cast an ultimate in the previous stage, didn't I? I didn't even notice that I didn't get all the things. Yep, sure forgot. I even picked a support that gives me more starting special energy, but didn't think to actually use it. Oh, so you do so much damage. Well then, that should end chapter 22.
この戦闘はブローニャの勝利です。
Because there's nothing left to do. Into the free of the ball, yes. Let's get rid of that energy I have, I guess. By doing the usual. Don't even have enough to do it twice, which I have to do twice. How much does this one cost? 28 times 2 is less than 58, surely. But yes, we're definitely going to look at some character lore after this. Because we do have the time. And I do have quite a lot of those saved up. Give me some force. To do it again. Okay. That as well as those. For the picture went Year of the Bull. We can play some puzzles. YOLOs! Looks like it might be here. No, here. That's the corner piece. Okay. Time for some lore. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new entries since we last looked at the lore. Starting with Fallen Rosemary. Why do you have not starting with Fallen Rosemary? I guess she is still an unknown to us thanks to story-related issues. That's actually kinda cool. Did not expect that. Well, that's one less to look at. Then Ambrose. Date of birth, March 1st. Gender, female. Organization, Schicksal. Height, 168 centimeters. Weight, 56 kilograms. Birthplace, Europe. Rita Rosewise is a cunning and skilled warrior and trusted adjutant of Durandal, captain of the Immortal Blades, the most powerful Valkyrie squad of Schicksal. Despite being one of the best S-rank Valkyries of Schicksal, Rita seems unbelievably polite. She does wonder what kind of breakfast we want. Or if we want it in bed. In fact, her politeness borders on absolute servility, to the point that people forget that she's an S-rank Valkyrie. The most amazing thing is that her service-first attitude feels extremely genuine, and can only be a product of very good education and personal elegance. Perhaps she's a member of the nobility. Unfortunately, the Valkyrie archives do not reveal anything of note about Rita. Rita seldom talks about her past. In fact, she does not talk about herself. Many curious people tried to unearth more about her, but Rita kept her secrets hidden very well. No one managed to find out anything. Perhaps only Durandal and fellow Valkyries of the Immortal Blades would know anything about Rita. In fact, she doesn't talk. Next, we have Ambrose. No, that was Ambrose. Swallowtail Phantasm. I cannot read. Which is Seely, who is hoping we can help her. There is definitely a more accurate costume for you, which is not a school-going costume, but
この服素敵です。ゼーレのお気に入りです。
the regular Swallowtail Phantasm costume. We also have Papillo Lily, which I have never used and I don't think I even knew I had. Let's keep that on. Date of birth, October 18th. Gender, female. Organization, Cocolia's Orphanage. Height, 149 centimeters before X10. Weight, 42 kilograms before X10. Birthplace, Estonia. There are no stars, no light, and no one in the Sea of Quanta. Time does not move in this place. There are no boundaries in this pocket dimension. The forgotten girl was trapped alone in this unending darkness. Seely wrote everything she could in the diary. Past memories, her longing for her best friend Bronya, and her wishes, no matter how impossible they may seem. She kept writing and writing, even if no one would ever read them. She was afraid that the Sea of Quanta will consume her sense of self as well. Seely often imagined herself as a fluttering blue swallowtail, glimpsing at the world via rifts between the different dimensions one she misses. Was Seely the one dreaming, or the swallowtail butterfly itself? Even as she dreamed, she would not give up hope. She made a promise to bring Seely out of that place. Next, we have Gyakoshin Miko. Yae Sakura allows you to clean her ears. Date of birth, July 22. Gender, female. No organization. Height, 194 centimeters, including the ears. Weight, 56 kilogram. Birthplace, the Far East. That's a lot to clean, yes. I mean, which ears does she mean? Is the question. This was the common dress worn by Miko priestesses of Yae village 500 years ago. Despite looking like an ordinary Miko dress, Honkai has affected this outfit. The Shimenawa robes and Inarikami fox mask at the waist add to her strange appearance. Yae Sakura has never left her village before. Since the day of her birth, Sakura was expected by her clan to serve as the Miko guardian of her village. Despite the respectful gazes and expectations of fellow villagers, the Miko's ego was slowly eroded and consumed by the duties of the Miko. After losing her sister, Yaorin, the Miko closed her heart to the rest of the world. She transformed herself into a murderous blade of sacrifice and did whatever the villagers expected her to do, for such was her fate from the day of her birth. One day came when someone said to her, "I will protect you." As a Miko expected to protect everyone, such words allowed her to feel redemption for the first time. Next, Gushinzo Memento. Also allows us to clean her ears. This is the battlesuit used by the Far East Vixen, the final boss of the game, Calm Fantasy VII. The Vixen is the queen bee of Saint Freya High and reigns supreme from the Chapel Tower, waiting for anyone foolish enough to challenge her. Be warned, the Vixen has 2 attack modes, close quarter sword slashes and cold magic spells. She is also extremely agile. Targeting her with ranged weaponry is a nightmare, although her battlesuit looks high-tech. It only provides minimum protection. Counter-attack her when she exposes her weakness between her onslaughts and to deal maximum damage. Although Memento is a battlesuit featured in another game title, it is surprisingly comprehensive and features design for manufacturability. It is also extremely similar to Ritual Imago, another battlesuit featured in-game. Perhaps Calm Fantasy VII is not a simple game. Maybe in my quest of playing through all the stories again, we'll also play through Calm Fantasy again, because that's silly, to say the least. Next, we have the newest addition to my team, aside from possibly Asuka, who is not in this list. Vermilion Knight Eclipse. The Vermilion Knight agrees that war never ends. Date of birth, June 11, gender female, height 167 centimeters, weight 65 kilograms, also born in the Far East. This is a mysterious battlesuit kept hidden within the heart of Helheim Labs in Schicksal HQ. The second Claymore system is provided like an outspread wing at its side. This thing. Over here. The Gem of Haste embedded in the chest piece shines with a fiery glow. The 10 sets of 4th generation Godsbane class battlesuits were placed next to it, like an order of knights defending the sacred temple. In truth, this battlesuit is a high-tech relic from the previous era developed by Dr. May as an uncategorized divine key, the Key of Blankness. This dangerous battlesuit lacks a Herrscher core but can connect to any core to unleash its power. Unlike other divine keys, the Key of Blankness is capable of unleashing the true power of the Herrscher while causing unpredictable consequences to the human user. The Key of Blankness project was suspended after the 10th Herrscher was defeated. When Schicksal unearthed the Key of Blankness, the organization used its technologies to develop next-gen Valkyrie battlesuits. Schicksal managed to acquire the Gem of Haste from the second Honkai eruption and connected it to the Key of Blankness. The result is the powerful anti-Herrscher weapon, Vermilion Knight Eclipse. Next, Sündenjäger. The Sündenjäger wants you to be a bait for vampires. Date of birth unknown. Gender female. Height 170 centimeters. Weight 54 kilograms. Birthplace Europe. We are probably not meant to exist in the first place. Well, at least that's what I thought. The original soul that inhabited this body died 500 years ago. Teresa's cursed ability revived me, but failed to bring back my senses. The only thing I have are shards of memories belonging to the one named Kaln Kaslana. I'm not her. Not anymore. The man who revived me kept no secrets. I can see the passion and desire in his eyes, yet he longs for the one named Kaln Kaslana, not I. He's still chasing after the fantasy of Kaln that exists solely in his mind. I'm nothing but a tool he uses to fool himself that those fantasies can be made flesh. Every tool has a number, does not need a name. She was like me. When I saw A872, I named her Teresa. If Teresa chooses the path of destruction, then I shall hunt her down. I shall gladly offer my life to see this through. Neither of us should have existed in the first place. She probably thought the same way as well. So Sündenjäger is the one hunting the Lunar Kindred vampire Teresa, but also kinda sees her as her sister. Weird that way. That's all the characters, but we have 3 new stigmatas to look at. The first is one we know very well as a person. Su Kongming. This was nice. Region, Ambrose. Alignment, neutral good. Expertise, craftwork and politics. Height, 145 centimeters. Weight, 38 kilograms. Birthplace, Ambrose. She was Su Kongming, one of the most famous and beloved statesperson in the history of Ambrose. Everyone who knew her called her the Sleeping Dragon. Or was it the Napping Dragon? Armed with revolutionary wisdom and vision, the Sleeping Dragon helped establish the Ambrose Empire. However, she was soon exhausted by overwork and passed away in an orphan campaign. To honor her, the people of Ambrose honored her as the first Grand Seeress. But some refused to believe that she died. To them, Su Kongming became immortal following a mysterious underwater ritual. This rumor spawned a number of other legends. Su Kongming became the first Corsair, the god who fulfills any wish, and the celestial of the abyss. Nevertheless, Su Kongming believed that she lacked true majesty and would rather help the true king or queen build a world of peace if she had the chance. Though no one knew if that's ever happened, the truth is that she was still most widely known as the first Grand Seeress. There's also an uncanny resemblance between Su Kongming and the current Grand Seeress, Teresa. As for fanfictions and dark doujins that illustrate her as a vapid and overly naive idiot, Su Kongming never cared. She never read any of those mental diarrhea, products of a sick mind rotting from idiocy. Wait, this one is quite good. I'm so cute in this. Kya! Dark doujinji. Dark doujinji. Next, Yodo Dono. Region Far East, alignment, chaotic neutral, expertise, politics and dance. Height 153 centimeters, weight 43 kilograms, and the birthplace Far East. Despite being a lady of the castle, Yodo Dono demanded others to address her as Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha was the nickname that her mother used to call her. She was very fond of those good old days. Cha-Cha also wanted to be friendly to everyone around her. The very name Yododono makes Cha-Cha feel that people are comparing her against her friend, Nohime. Because she has two younger sisters, Lady Cha-Cha has a sense of taking care of others early on and developed housekeeping skills. However, those around her either died early or simply opposed her. Although Cha-Cha is still the girl who is always kind to those around her, no one dared to guess what lies behind her smiles. Although Lady Cha-Cha and Nohime's circumstances were completely different, the ladies were born in an era of war and thus cared deeply for each other. Cha-Cha thought she could never be as ladylike as Nohime, but her competitiveness forbade her from barking down before Nohime. Due to her childhood experiences, Cha-Cha harbored her own ideas about money and believed that she could buy anything if she carried enough cash. In Cha-Cha's eyes, money could be used to start wars as a means to an end, but she overlooked one thing. The one who ignited the flames of war always ended up as the one engulfed by it. Cha-Cha loves her dancing fan. She carried it around and often danced with it at the top of the castle while the sun sets, completely oblivious to the descent of the night. Sounds like quite a tragic figure. And finally, we have Fuxi. Region Shenzhou. Alignment Lawful Good. Expertise Chinese Legends. Height 154 centimeters. Weight 43 kilograms. Birthplace unknown. A girl from the previous era. She reawakened as the guardian of the Suanyuan sword several thousand years ago in China, and was regarded as the knower of all things. She has a twin sister named Nuwa. The terminals are spherical quantum computers storing technology and knowledge from the previous era. Its administrator would give it to the people of the current era when the time is right. But these terminals are now scattered throughout the world. Schicksal has recovered a number of them and used one to create a weapon named Book of Fuxi. Although she is the older of the two twins, she is taken care of by Nuwa on a daily basis and is completely oblivious to that fact. People, Nuwa, say that she is an awesome and cold-hearted warrior. Such epic tales contrasted strongly against her current appearance as a lethargic couch potato. Nonetheless, Fuxi thinks that she is being energy efficient by avoiding tasks that would tire herself out needlessly. In addition to combat, Fuxi is also a wise, well-learned sage. Her has extraordinary perception of changes and flows and is skilled in generating patterns and theories from such observations. This is why she was chosen as the pioneer by the previous era. Funny ears, you say? I see no ears on her image. I don't think I've been in the dorm for a year. But they seem to be all fine. Not gonna talk to each other? No. You want to sleep, but there is no open bed. Yay.
ブローニャ姉さんのところに遊びに行くの？テストはやだ。おろして。もうすぐ公演が始まるよ。どこに連れて行こうとしてるの？
I told her where you are. Too bad, Rosalia. Too bad. Well, I guess that's it for today's stream. Thank you for watching, and see you whenever the next chapter. What is tomorrow? Didn't even read the script. I never did. Oh, the Scarlets of Siberia. Starlets. Silly girls. Well, don't interrupt me when I'm ending the stream. Until next time, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Grr. Who knows when we will be back. Yeah, play some hide and seek.